If you want to get that stage, I'll ask you if you have any questions at the end. Questions for me so far? Anybody else need an interpreter, Spanish or anything like that? No? Nothing? No? All right.
Thank you. Please be seated. This is the 5 a.m. calendar on July 23rd, 2025. Orders are given on the first of the month regarding the taking of DNA and fingerprints. Those orders remain in effect today. What that means for you in the courtroom is this. Not every single one of you has to give your DNA or your fingerprints. If you have to do that, those orders are going to be on your paperwork. My name is Commissioner Beck. I'm here to do a few things for you. Number one, I'm here to let you know why you're here. Number two, if you might be released. Number three, if you're going to be assigned an attorney. The vast majority of you will be assigned an attorney, which leads to my number one rule. Please don't talk about the facts of your case. Anything you say or do can be used against you. Everything in the courtroom is video recorded, so please don't talk about the facts of your case unless it's with your attorney. Second, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions for me. Unfortunately, I'm not your legal counsel, so I can't answer legal questions for you. So please save your legal questions for your attorney. Finally, you're going to be hearing about lots of different dates, different types of release conditions. You don't have to memorize all that stuff. All that information is going to be on your paperwork. That's why it's important to keep your paperwork and save it. Don't lose it. If you end up missing a court date or if you don't follow a written court order, you could just end up back here. Here's how tonight's going to work. I'm going to call two names. First name I call is going to come in the courtroom and stand in front of me at the podium. Second name I call is going to sit on that chair next to the door, and then we're going to keep on cycling through until the calendar is finished. Could I please get Octavio Ortega to the podium? Kelly Collins to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Octavio Ortega, 2789.
Thank you. Sir, you're here today on a Superior Court arrest warrant. Probable cause is previously found for 1 count of trafficking in stolen property, a Class 2 felony, and 2 counts of theft, Class 3 felonies. These were alleged to have occurred back in June of 2025. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are July 29, 30, and 31 in the downtown Superior Court. Because it's been alleged that you committed this offense while you're out on release on another felony case, you're going to be held non-bondable at this time. Why don't you please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Kelly Collins to the podium. True Ballou to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Kelly Collins, 11183.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case and a probation violation warrant. Let me talk to you about your new case first. You've been arrested for possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are July 29th, 30th, and 31st in the downtown Superior Court. Because it's been alleged that you committed this offense while you're out on release for another offense, you're going to be held non-bondable at this time. You also have that probation violation warrant. I'm not assigning new counsel. You're going to go back to your original counsel. Your next court date is going to be June 30th for your probation violation. I'm affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. It's a $500 secured appearance bond. But sir, please don't try to pay that bond since you're being held non-bondable on your new case. Bond, please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. True Ballou to the podium. Brandon Zarate to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
05/18/2000.
Name, please.
True Blue.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Wait, sir, let me finish up first. All right, sir, you're here today on 2 out-of-county warrants and 1 failure to appear warrant. Let me talk to you about your out-of-county warrants first. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be July 28th. Both of those are going to be down at the Pinal County Superior Court.
Yes, folks.
On the first one, I'm affirming the bond set by the judge down there. It's a $2,500 secured appearance bond. On the second one, Your judge is requesting you be held non-bondable due to the violation of your probation. So you're going to be held non-bondable on your probation violation matter.
Okay.
July 28th, they'll transport you down there or they'll come and get you.
Okay.
Sir, you also have a failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you a new, it's here in Maricopa County. I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court date's July 31st in the downtown Superior Court.
I got it.
Affirming the bond set by the judge in that case, it's a $1,500 secured appearance bond. But sir, please don't try to pay that bond because you're being held non-bondable on your Pinal County matter.
I got a question.
Sure.
I actually made it to the court date. I just was late, and I talked to the judge the same day. I know I got bonds, but is it a way, because I talked to my PO as well about my probation case, and I got an open plea for my other case. Is it a way that I can get the bond for Maricopa either lowered or dropped? Because I actually made it to court that day, I just was late.
Yeah, sir, for the Maricopa County case, I can't because even though your attorney looks like they filed something to quash the motion, to quash the warrant, the judge never quashed it.
Mm-hmm.
And so the other reason too is you need a bond because you won't get credit for time served because you're non-bondable on your Pinal County case. So you need to have some money on there anyway while you're being held non-bondable in Pinal County, okay?
So would I stay here or go to Pinal County?
They'll transport you. They'll come and get you or they'll transport you, one of the two.
Okay, but I just out here.
Yeah, they're going to move you to a different building, but you're going to be in custody. All right, sir. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Brandon Zarate to the podium. Robert Stewart to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Brandon Zarate, 21st of August, 1998.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court new case and 2 probation violation warrants. You've been arrested for organized retail theft, a Class 4 felony, 3 counts of shoplifting, Class 5 felonies. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are July 29th and July 31st in downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $4,500. You also have 2 probation violation warrants. I'm assigning counsel. Your next court date's July 30th in the downtown Superior Court for both of those. Each of those has a $250 secured appearance bond, so total $5,000 secured appearance bond for all 3 cases. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. If you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days, and you may not enter any Home Depot stores or their premises. Why don't please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Robert Stewart to the podium. Molly Barnes to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Robert Stewart, 7/20/73.
Thank you. You're here today on a failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court dates are July 29th and July 31st in the downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your original judge. It's a $1,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you'll be placed back on pretrial services supervision, and you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Why don't please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Molly Barnes to the podium. Angelica Rodriguez to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Molly Barnes, April 24, 1997.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You are here today on a failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court dates are July 29th and July 31st in the downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $1,000. If you're able to bond out, you'll be placed on pretrial services supervision, and you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
Okay. I have a question.
Sure.
What about the $500 bond I already bonded out? I filed a motion with my attorney to squash the warrant.
Yeah, and your judge never did. He didn't quash it.
He didn't?
No, he kept it open.
And then I was supposed to have court on the 24th, which is tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, so they know you're in custody now, and so your next court date, instead of the 24th, is going to be on the 29th because that motion didn't quash your warrant, actually. Yeah, they kept the warrant open.
Okay, so what about the $500 that I already paid?
So, yeah,
Is that gonna add towards the 1,000 or?
no, that'll pay for half of the 1,000.
Oh, so it's still there?
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Angelica Rodriguez to the podium. Mary Orwig to the chair, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Angelica Marie Rodriguez, 7/20/1977.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's July 30th in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. It's a $750 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days.
Your Honor, is that bond for the 87 days I have to do for Avondale?
No, it's not for Avondale. This is for Maricopa County.
Is there if you send me a bond for the one that the probation violation?
Yeah, you have one, $750.
Oh, $750?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you
That way I don't pick up another warrant, you
right,
know?
exactly.
Because I have to stay in the straight of jail for 87 days.
Gotcha. Yeah. So they'll they'll transport you on your court date.
Till August 22nd.
Okay. Yeah. So you'll go to court on July 30th. Okay.
Okay then.
All right. Thank
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mary Orwig to the podium. Tyrone Patrick to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Mary Orwig, September 7th of 66.
Thank you. You're here today on a Justice Court new case. You've been arrested for assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor, criminal damage, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's going to be July 28th. That's at the McDowell Mountain Justice Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $500. Ma'am, if you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with the victim. Not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
I live at that location.
So, and let me finish up. If there's any orders of protection that are placed against you, you have to follow those orders. And at least until another judge lets you, you may not, you can't reside with the victim.
The victim does not reside there.
He doesn't live at that place?
I live at that address.
You live at that address? All right. Have a reprint, please. All right, so you can go back to the scene of the crime, but you're to have no contact with the victim whatsoever by any means. You're cautioned that a violation of a no victim contact order can lead to a Class 6 felony. So the only thing that changed is you can't go back to where you were arrested.
I can't go back to my home.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
All right, if you want, we'll just wait over there. You're going to get brand new paperwork after I change that. Tyrone Patrick to the podium. Waylon Yazzie to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
110382.
Name, please.
Tyrone Patrick.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's July 30th in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. It's a $500 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days. Why don't you please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Waylon Yazzie to the podium. Cindy Plant to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Waylon Yazzie, 12/06/2002.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's July 30th in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. It's a $500 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days.
Okay.
Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Cindy Plant to the podium. David Humphrey to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Cindy Plant, 3/14/1979.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is July 30th in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. It's a $300 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. And then there's new paperwork up here too. Thank you. David Humphrey to the podium. Glenn Schaffner to the chair, please.
Afternoon, Your Honor.
Hi, name and date of
Morning.
birth, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Glenn Allen Schaffner.
Sorry, wrong guy. Could you wait in the chair by the door?
No.
David Humphrey. No, sir, other chair, inside there.
David Humphrey, 112480.
Thank you. Sir, you're here today on 2 probation violation warrants. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is July 30th in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. It's $100 on each one, so $200 secured. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days. Why don't you please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Glenn Schaffner to the podium. Madeline Davis to the chair, please. Over here, sir.
Sorry, Your Honor.
All right. Name and date of birth, sir.
0925, 1980.
Name, please.
Glenn Allen Schaffner.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of dangerous drugs for sale, a Class 2 felony. Sir, I'm not finding probable cause today, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to assign you an attorney. Your next court dates are August 7th and August 11th at the Downtown Superior Court. So, sir, at this point, you're going to be released, but I'm setting court dates because just because I don't find probable cause doesn't mean the prosecutor's office won't charge you later with a different kind of crime. So you're going to get an attorney. Keep your paperwork. You have to go to court on August 7th, okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
You have a question?
Yeah, I do. So when the officers had pulled up to CVS, they seen me pick it up off the sidewalk.
Sir?
I found that.
Sir, you remember what I said about not talking about the facts of your case?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the stuff you're talking about, you got to talk about with the defense attorney I just appointed to you, okay?
Yes, sir.
So talk to them about that. Make sure to go to court on August 7th, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you're going to get...
August 7th, what time?
August 7th at 8:30.
8:30. I'm being released today, though, right?
You are being released it'll take about 4 to 5 hours, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Madeline Davis to the podium. Janae Muldrow to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Madeline Davis, March 2nd, 2006.
Thank you. You're here today on a Justice Court new case. You've been arrested for reckless driving, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm not assigning you an attorney because for the types of charges that you're facing, you don't get a free attorney. You can hire your own attorney if you want one. Do you understand that?
How would I do that?
You have to.
I'm so sorry. How would I do that?
I mean, if you want your own attorney, you'll have to pay someone to be your own attorney. You have to find them on the internet or something. Okay? Do you understand that? Okay. Your next court date is going to be August 12th at the West Mesa Justice Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you today. There's some conditions to your release.
Yes, sir.
You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Do you promise to follow all these conditions?
I promise.
Do you promise to appear on August 12th at the West Mesa Justice Court?
I swear.
And do you understand if you don't show up, a warrant will issue for your arrest?
Yes, sir.
Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you on your own cognizance. Why don't you please step to your left for your paperwork.
Thank you so much.
Janae Muldrow to the podium. Julio Santos to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Janae Muldrow, 10/01/96.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for theft of means of transportation, a Class 3 felony. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are August 7th and August 11th at the Downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you today. There's some conditions to your release. You're going to be placed on supervised release. You're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness, and you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Ma'am, do you understand all these conditions?
What's the scene of the crime?
You can't go back to where Enterprise, was it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant my
no,
house.
Yeah, no Enterprises.
Okay.
Okay, so do you understand all these conditions?
Yes.
And do you promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes.
Do you promise to appear on August 7th and August 11th at the downtown Superior Court?
Yes.
And do you understand if you don't show up, a warrant will issue for arrest?
Yes.
Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services. Ma'am, it's your responsibility to call them once you're out of custody during normal business hours. If you fail to call them, you could end up back here. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Julio Santos to the podium. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Julio Francisco Santos, 2/24/1966.
Thank you. Sir, you're here today on a fugitive of justice warrant. It's also known as an extradition warrant. The state of Texas, I believe, wants you back. Did the officers give you a big white card to read?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, did you have a chance to read it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand what it said?
I do understand, Your Honor.
Okay. If you understand, at this point, you have an extradition hearing currently set on August 4th in the downtown Superior Court, and currently you have a cash bond of $75,000. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. You said you understand. You said you understood what was on that card. If you understand what was on that card, then would you like to have your extradition hearing, or would you like to waive your extradition hearing?
Oh, I didn't know about the 75,000 till today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can sign it 30 days. No problem. I can sign it today if it's possible.
Okay, so that means you'll give up the extradition hearing. Do you understand that?
Yeah, because I mean that's I can't afford that kind of money.
Okay. Okay. So there's some questions I have to ask you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Do you understand that you have a right to an extradition hearing that's currently set for August 4th, 2025, in the downtown Superior Court?
I don't get it.
Do you understand that you have a right to have a hearing?
Yes, I do understand.
Okay. Do you understand you have a right to hire your own attorney, but you don't get a free attorney because this is a civil matter and not a criminal matter? Do you understand that?
I do understand.
And do you understand that you have the right for the governor of Arizona and the governor of Texas to both sign warrants after an extradition hearing to have you extradited back to Texas? Do you understand that you have that right?
I do understand, Your Honor.
And is it your wish today that you wish to give up those rights and waive the extradition hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and do you understand that if you waive the extradition hearing, you're going to be held non-bondable, but then the state of Texas has 30 days to come get you. If they don't come get you within 30 days, you can be released. Do you understand that?
I do understand, Your Honor.
Okay, and so, again, you understand you're going to be held non-bondable. There's no amount of money you can pay to get out for 30 days. Texas has 30 days to come get you.
If they don't come and get me, yes.
Okay, you understand this?
I do understand.
Okay. Sir, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or coerced you into giving up those 3 rights that I went over with you?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Have you had any alcohol or taken any drugs or medication that affects your judgment today in making the decision to give up your right to those 3 rights?
No, Your Honor.
And have you not taken any medication you're supposed to take that is affecting your decision in giving up your right to those 3 rights?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm finding that the defendant has knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily waived his extradition hearing. He will be held non-bondable at this time, at which point, after 30 days, if the state of Texas does not come and retrieve him, he may be released. Sir, is everything that I've said on the record correct to your understanding?
I do understand, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Can I say something? I just don't understand what's going on with my person here because I got detained on January 25th for this case, and the judge granted me on the way to I paid the bond to go to Texas to fix my case.
Yeah.
And that's what detained by the federal agents. They took me to CCA for 4 months, whereas I went to see the judge, federal judge, and they read me all the charges from Texas and everything, and the judge said that after the 4 months, I supposed to be released to ICE because my immigration status,
sir.
and it didn't happen.
Yeah, so sir, this is separate. This thing in Texas is separate from your federal ICE matter. This is something totally different. You have state charges in Texas too.
Yes, no, I do understand.
So,
but she read the taxes. I mean the Texas charges.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, so you know what the charges are. That's fine. But what I'm here today to do is just to find a way to get you back to Texas so you can finish up those Texas charges in state court, not federal, not ICE. Okay.
Yes. No, I understand.
Okay. All right, sir. You want to please come up and you'll have to sign a couple things? For 2 individuals, I'll visit them back at their cell. They pose a risk of harm to themselves or to others. Julian Sosi, date of birth 12/14/1986, is here on a Superior Court new case. He was arrested for 3 counts of aggravated assault, class 3 felony. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning counsel. The next court dates are July 29th and July 31st in the downtown Superior Court. Sending a secured appearance bond of $30,000. If he posts bond, he'll be placed on pretrial services supervision, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Emmanuel Pacheco Felix, date of birth 9/23/1989, here on a justice court warrant. I have assigning counsel. Next court date's July 28th. That's at the North Mesa Justice Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $250. If he's able to post bond, he's not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. After I visit with these individuals back at their cell, if I'm to make any changes to these release conditions, I will come back on the record to make those changes. They have to bring them out, and we have to clear the courtroom. Can we please clear the courtroom after Mr. Santos is done? Thank you. Yes, so our interpreter's ready if you want to bring in our last individual.
Buenos días, yo soy la intérprete en la llamada.
Hi, thank you. They're going to bring in the defendant now.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, no, that's like that. But you were in custody already, right? Or no? Oh, yeah, from the same. So tomorrow, yes. Tomorrow is 7, sorry. Yep. Go ahead and make a last name on the door phone. Everybody else fall behind him? Sir, inside here.
Okay, thank you for your patience. I'll be speaking to the defendant now. Could I please have your full name and date of birth?
Y por favor, ¿me puede dar su nombre completo y fecha de nacimiento?
Wilmer Fernando Hernández, Oaxaca, 6 de febrero de 1995.
February 6, 1995. But I'll need to ask him for his full name again because he said it all at once, sir, if you don't mind.
Okay.
¿Me repite su nombre, por favor, más despacio?
Wilmer Fernando Hernández, Oaxaca.
Gracias. Wilmer Fernando Hernández, Oaxaca.
Thank you. You are here on a new case in the Superior Court.
Usted está aquí en un nuevo caso en la Corte Superior.
You have been arrested for aggravated assault, a Class 2 felony, 6 counts of sexual conduct with a minor, Class 2 felony.
ha sido arrestado por asalto agravado, una clase 2 de felonía, seis conteos de agresión sexual y es una clase 2 felonía.
You've also been arrested for 2 counts of molestation of a child, Class 2 felony, 1 count of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony.
También ha sido arrestado por 2 conteos de molestar menor, que es clase 2 felonía, y un conteo de asalto agravado, que es conteo 3 de felonía.
Finally, you've also been arrested on sexual abuse, Class 3 felony, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, Class 4 felony, and assault, a Class 3 misdemeanor.
Y por último, también ha sido arrestado por abuso sexual, felonía clase 3, posesión de arma prohibida por persona, clase 4, y asalto agregado a clase 3 de menoría.
I have found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney.
He encontrado causa probable y le estoy asignando un abogado.
Your next court dates are July 29 and July 31 in the downtown Superior Court.
La próxima fecha de corte es julio 29 y julio 31 en la Corte Superior del Centro.
I'm setting a cash bond of $750,000.
Estoy poniendo, excuse me, one moment, I apologize. Estoy poniendo un fondo de efectivo de $750,000.
If you are able to pay the bond and are released, you will be on supervised release with alcohol testing, and you will also have to wear an electronic ankle monitor.
I apologize, sir. Could you repeat that, please?
Yes. If you're able to pay that bond and if you are released, you will be on supervised release, you will be alcohol tested, and you will have to wear an electronic ankle monitor.
Thank you. Si puede pagar la fianza, lo van a liberar y va a ser supervisado, examen de alcohol y tiene que usar un monitor en el tobillo.
Furthermore, you are not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, no contact with any minors.
No puede regresar al lugar del delito alegado, no puede tener ningún contacto con ningún víctima, ningún testigo y ningún contacto con ningún menor.
You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
No debe poseer ninguna arma, drogas o alcohol.
You may have no contact with your children whatsoever by any means.
No debe de tener ningún contacto con sus hijos de ninguna manera.
Please go to your left for your paperwork.
Por favor, vaya hacia la izquierda para sus papeles.
Thank you for your help, Madam Interpreter.
My pleasure, and thanks for using our service. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This concludes the 5 a.m. calendar.
Everything okay?
Oh. Good morning, may I have your name and date of birth?
Mario Chavez, 21489.
Thank you. We are here today on a probation violation warrant for violating term 1 of your probation. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you. I am setting a probation revocation arraignment hearing on July 30th at 8:30. That's going to be in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to hold you non-bondable in your probation matter today, so talk with your attorney. Your attorney can ask for your release at the next hearing. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
You said next year?
Next hearing, not next year. That would be a long time. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions? Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Jonathan Vasquez to the podium. And Sunday. Yes.
I'm sorry, he's not in the courtroom just yet, they're bringing him out.
Okay, no problem. Let's have Sunday Makayama to the chair, please. Or to the podium. And then officer, just let me know when Mr. Vasquez is here.
Yes, sir.
And then we'll have Michael Funstein to the chair, please. Good morning, may I have your name and date of birth?
Sunday, Wakayama, March 2nd, 2007.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of armed robbery with a deadly weapon, Class 2 felony, and tried 2 counts of trafficking stolen property, Class 2 felonies. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on July 29th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on July 31st at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $50,000. That does mean you can use a bonding company. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and no contacting any of the arresting officers. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Michael Funstein to the podium, and Destiny Hughes to the chair, please. Good morning, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Michael Funstein, 11/12/64.
Thank you. Ms. Gahn?
Thank you, Honor. Brooke Gahn, on behalf of the state.
Thank you. We are here today on the Superior Court new case and also a municipal court warrant out of the Peoria Municipal Court. On your Superior Court case, you were arrested on allegations of fraudulent schemes, Class 2 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on July 29th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on July 31st at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. We're also here on a Peoria Municipal Court case involving theft obtained by misrepresentation, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor. I'll appoint you an attorney in that case as well and set an arraignment hearing in the Peoria Municipal Court on July 29th at 9 a.m. Before we go to release conditions, Ms. Gahn, does the state want to be heard on any issue?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state's asking for a $25,000 cash-only bond. He allegedly committed a fraud scheme wherein he used discarded receipts to return stolen merchandise. The state is concerned he's a significant flight risk as he is currently transient, but he claims to reside in California. He has criminal history in numerous states and is believed to have committed this same fraud scheme in multiple states. Our understanding is that he also is likely to flee to avoid prosecution given his travel throughout the United States. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gahn. Mr. Funstein, I am going to set a cash bond in your new case in the amount of $10,000, and I am going to affirm the bond in the municipal court warrant. That's a secured bond in the amount of $700. So you have a total bond of $10,700. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no contact with any listed co-defendant, including while you're in custody, no possessing any weapons, and no drugs without a valid prescription. Now, I would caution you, since these are felony allegations, you are not to leave the county of Maricopa. Even if you do post bond on this case, you have to stay here. I know that there's some allegations that you have ties to multiple states. It's part of why I'm setting the bond at what I am, but you have to stay in Maricopa County. All this is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Just if I can, I haven't gotten any medication for my diabetes and high blood pressure.
Okay. You do have medical coverage while you're in custody, so let the officers know when you get back to processing.
I haven't received anything yet.
Understandable. And now that you've seen me, though, you'll be in custody, so they'll let you see medical, okay?
Thank you.
Grab your paperwork and have a seat. Destiny Hughes to the podium. Now, officer, do we have an idea where Mr. Vasquez is?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is he here? Okay. He's here already? Okay. We'll have Jonathan Vasquez to the chair, please. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Destiny Hughes, June 6, 1983.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of fraudulent schemes, Class 2 felony. We're also here today on a municipal court case out of the Peoria Municipal Court on a theft obtained by misrepresentation misdemeanor allegation. I will appoint you an attorney in both of these matters. I am going to set an arraignment hearing in the Peoria Municipal Court on July 29th at 9 a.m. I'll also set a status conference on July 29th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing on July 31st at 8:30 a.m. Both of those will be in the downtown Superior Court. Ms. Gaunt, are you appearing on this one today?
Yes, Your Honor. Brooke Gaunt on behalf of the state.
Thank you. And the state's recommendation?
Thank you, Your Honor. I won't repeat everything that I said for the co-defendant who was just seen. The state is again asking for a $25,000 cash-only bond. The state continues to be concerned regarding flight risk. Our understanding is that her listed residence, I believe, is in Mojave, Arizona, but obviously she is with the co-defendant who claims that he resides in California. So again, we are concerned. Additionally, our understanding is she has a non-extraditable warrant from another state. And so we continue to be concerned not only about economic harm to the community in this repetitive fraud scheme, but in her the possibility that she may flee to avoid prosecution.
Thank you, Ms. Gaunt. Ms. Hughes, I am concerned about releasing you on less onerous means today based off of your ties to multiple different communities. I am going to issue a cash bond today in the amount of $10,000. In this case, I'll also affirm the bond in your Peoria case, which is a $750 secured bond. So you have a total bond of $10,750. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no contact with any listed co-defendant, including while you're in custody, no possessing any drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions? Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Jonathan Vasquez to the podium, and then Kendra Phillips to the chair, please. Good morning, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
My name is Jonathan Vasquez, date of birth 2790.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of murder in the first degree, Class 1 felony, and kidnapping, Class 2 felony. Ms. Gaunt, are you appearing on this one as well?
Yes, Your Honor. Brooke Gaunt on behalf of the state.
Thank you. I am going to find probable causes to these allegations, and I will appoint you an attorney. I'm setting a status conference on July 29th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on July 31st at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. Ms. Gaunt, I did receive the state's recommendations in terms of release. Did you want to be heard on anything else?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state's asking for a $1 million cash-only bond. Our understanding is that Mr. Vasquez has prior felony convictions. I indicated the factual allegations regarding his co-defendant, who was at the beginning of the calendar, but we are concerned that he's a significant danger to the community, as well as possibility of witness intimidation.
Thank you, Ms. Gaunt. Mr. Vasquez, I am going to issue a cash bond today in the amount of $1 million. That does mean you can use a bonding company. If you do post bond, I am also ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community and that they install an ankle monitor on you prior to your release. I'm also going to order that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no contact with any listed co-defendants, including while you're in custody, no weapons, and no drugs without a valid prescription. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Kendra Phillips to the podium, and Marquise Jermarillo to the chair, please. And Counselor, are you appearing on number 3 today? Is it Almasari?
Yes.
Okay, just to let you know, it's about halfway down the calendar, so just hang tight. Thank you. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Kendra Shaw Phillips.
Thank you. We are here today on 2 different cases, a Superior Court new case and a probation violation warrant. On your new case, you were arrested on allegations of organized retail theft of merchandise, which is a Class 4 felony. I will find probable cause. I'm sorry?
I thought it was shoplifting.
So essentially, that's what the allegation is. It's just called something a little bit different according to the law. So it's a shoplifting charge, but it's charged as organized retail theft of merchandise. I am appointing you an attorney because I am finding probable cause. Talk with your attorney. Your attorney will explain that to you at the next hearing. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount, I'm sitting a status conference on July 29th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on July 31st at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court on your new case. We're also here on a probation violation warrant for violating Term 1. I'll appoint you an attorney in that case as well, and I will set a probation revocation arraignment hearing on July 30th at 8:30. That's also in the downtown Superior Court.
So 29th and the 30th?
29th and the 31st.
Okay, wait, 29th, 31st.
Correct.
All right.
And those dates will be in your paperwork. I am going to issue a secured bond in both of these cases. That's a $2,500 bond on each case.
I don't have
so
that.
$5,000 total. If you're unable to post that bond, then you will stay in custody until at least your next hearing. As a part of your release on these cases, if you do post that bond, I am ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 72 hours of your release. All this is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions about my orders today?
No, but you can't lower that bond.
So no, the state was actually requesting that you be held non-bondable today. I'm going to give you the opportunity instead of bond. If you can post that bond, you can be in the community, but that bond does need to be posted. Go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Marquis Samarillo to the podium, and Christopher Segoviano to the chair, please. Good morning, may I have your name and date of birth?
Yeah, Marcus Andrew Jaramillo, 6/15/95.
Thank you. We are here today on two different cases. The first is a Superior Court new case, and the second is a probation violation. On your new case, you were arrested on allegations of 2 counts of forgery, Class 4 felony, and 1 count of taking the identity of another Class 4 felony. I will find probable cause, and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on July 29th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on July 31st at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. On your probation violation, it's for violating Term 1. I'll appoint you an attorney in that case as well and set a probation revocation arraignment hearing on July 30th at 8:30, also in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond in the amount of $2,500 on your new case and then $500 on your probation matter. So you have a total bond of $3,000. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 72 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Christopher Segoviano to the podium and Elizabeth Rizzo to the chair, please. Thank you, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Christopher Segoviano, 08/09/1987.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of threatening or intimidating with injury or damage to property, Class 6 felony, 1 count of resisting arrest, physical force, Class 6 felony, 1 count of criminal damage, Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause, and I will appoint you an attorney, setting a status conference on July 29th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on July 31st at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $2,500. If you do post bond, I am also ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community and that they install an ankle monitor on you prior to your release. I'm also going to order that you not have contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no possessing any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you may come and go from your own apartment if you're still permitted to do so by the apartment management, but you are not to linger or loiter in any common areas of the apartment complex. That includes patios, hallways, stairwells, parking lots, laundry rooms, or recreational facilities. All this is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
I do, Your Honor. I see I don't get paid till Friday, and my car payment's due Friday, and I work for Nationwide Beagle, so I don't want to lose my car or lose my job. Is there any way I could just get an OR so I'm able to attain and keep my job still?
So at this point in time, the short answer is no. I am going to order that bond be posted. I do have to consider about 15 different factors according to the law when I'm setting release conditions. Okay. What I am a little bit concerned about are the allegations in front of me today are that your actions allegedly were very disruptive. None of these have been proven at this point in time. You do have the ability to fight those allegations all the way up to a trial if you choose to, but I do have to take the nature of those allegations into account when setting release conditions. Okay. There were allegedly threats to both police and other people in your apartment complex, and I am concerned for the safety of the community and the victims in this case if I were to release you on less onerous means.
So, what you said, so let's just say, because I have a different address I could go to. I have my baby mama's house. I don't even have to go back there, period, if it's going to be an issue, because I'm better, you know what I mean? I used to be an addict for 15 years, you know what I mean? I finally cleaned up. I guess I made a mistake. I had too much to drink. I do want to take classes for drinking.
So I'm going to cut you off only because everything you say in court today is being recorded, and I don't want any of your statements today to be used against you in the future. Okay. I definitely appreciate what you're telling me. I do show that it looks like you haven't had any convictions, at least in the last 4 years, and I do appreciate that, that you're turning a new leaf. I do recommend that you do whatever you can to get the support that you need. However, those are going to be my orders today. Okay. I am appointing you an attorney, so talk with your attorney. Your attorney can ask for a modification of my orders if that's appropriate, but those orders are going to stay in place today.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Elizabeth Rizzo to the podium and Charisma Chavez to the chair, please. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Elizabeth Rizzo.
Your date of birth?
Oh, 4/13/1997.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. Ms. Gahn, are you appearing on this one as well?
Yes, Your Honor, Brooke Gahn on behalf of the state.
Thank you. You were arrested on allegations of child or vulnerable adult abuse, which is a Class 2 felony. I will find probable cause, and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on July 29th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on July 31st at 8:30, both in the Downtown Superior Court. Ms. Gahn, I did receive the state's recommendation for release conditions. Is there anything else the state wanted to be heard on?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state's asking for a $25,000 secured appearance bond. Our understanding is that Ms. Rizzo is transient. She has a criminal history with at least 5 prior felonies. She allegedly left her infant child alone, and we are concerned that she is a danger to the victim. Additionally, we'd ask the court to seal the Form 4 and replace it with the redacted version because, unfortunately, law enforcement included the minor victim's name.
Thank you.
Can I make a comment? Which is
Ms. Rizzo, before you say anything, so what I'm going to do today, I am going to grant the state's request to seal the Form 4. That doesn't mean that you don't get access to that or your attorney can't get access to that later down the line. I just want to make sure that your child's information is not public record. So I am going to seal that Form 4 today. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $2,500, plus what the state's recommendation is. And I'm doing that because of a couple of different things. I am also going to order that as a part of your release, if you post that bond, that you be supervised by pretrial services. I'm ordering that you not possess any weapons and no drugs without a valid prescription. As a part of your release, I'm also going to order that you may not have contact with the alleged victim in this case unless it is supervised by a third party or subject to any services that have been offered by the Department of Child Safety.
Okay.
I don't know if the Department of Child Safety is involved
They're
at this
involved,
point in
yeah.
case. I assume that they probably at least were called. So if they set up services for you to have visitation with your child, you can do that according to my orders today. Otherwise, if DCS is not involved, you have to be supervised before you have any contact with the alleged victim in this case.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about what my orders are?
I just have a comment. I agree with the orders. I think that it's appropriate. Just that, like, I was waiting for treatment and I had a relapse. It's not an excuse. I love my child, and I should not have left her on the bed. And I feel terrible.
So I'm going to cut you off
I know,
because I don't want
saying
you
on
to
the
say
record, but
something
I'm not
in
going to
court
deny
today.
that when it comes to my child, I won't. So,
Understandable. And that's why I'm allowing you to have contact set up through services or through a third party. I'm not passing judgment on whether or not you love your child at this point in time. I'm sure that you do, okay?
Okay.
All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions about what I'm ordering?
No question.
Okay. Grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Charisma Chavez to the podium. And Mike Merritt to the chair, please. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Charisma Mariah Chavez, date of birth 12/13/1992.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court arrest warrant. You were charged with 1 count of theft obtained by misrepresentation, Class 3 felony, 1 count of fraudulent schemes, Class 5 felony, and 13 counts of false statement to obtain benefits, Class 6 felonies. These are all from incidents in October of 2020. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you in this case. I am setting a preliminary hearing on July 28th at 8:30 a.m. That'll be in the Downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond that's in the arrest warrant. That's a $1,200 secured bond. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not have contact with the arresting officers, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Your Honor, I wasn't aware of the warrant out for my arrest. I actually was homeless at the time. My father had passed away 5 years ago, and I had to take full custody of my little brother. And I also had COVID, along with my gallbladder removed as well. So it was very rough at the time.
Let's do this. Why don't you have a seat real quick? We'll call you at the end of the calendar, and you and I can discuss your case, okay? Thank you. Mike Merritt to the podium. And then we'll have Miguel Camarena to the chair, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Mike Merritt, 4/19/1985.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I will find probable cause, and I will appoint you an attorney. I'm setting a status conference on July 29th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on July 31st at 8:30, both in the Downtown Superior Court. We're also here today on a Term 1 probation violation. I will appoint you an attorney in that case as well and set a probation revocation arraignment hearing on July 30th at 8:30, also in the Downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond in both matters in the amount of $250 each, so it's $500 total. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 72 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
I've got my dogs at home. Nobody's there at my apartment with my dogs. They haven't eaten and they've gone out. I don't know what to do.
So when you get taken back to processing, you will have access to a phone in order to call someone. But at this point in time, I am going to hold you on that bond.
Yeah, I don't know what to call. All right.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Miguel Camarena to the podium, and Mohammed Al-Masari to the chair, please. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Miguel Camarena, 01/01/2000.
Thank you. We are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant on a case involving drug paraphernalia. I will affirm the attorney that was already appointed to represent you in this case. I am setting a non-witness violation hearing on July 30th at 8:30. That's in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond that was in the probation violation failure to appear warrant. That's a $250 secured bond. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 72 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Mohammed Al-Masari to the podium, and Patrick Moran to the chair, please. Good morning, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Morning, Your Honor. Mahmoud Al-Masri, 01/01/98.
Thank you, and I apologize if I mispronounced your name. That was not my intention.
That's totally fine.
Counsel?
Yes, Samantha Aragon on behalf of Mahmoud Al-Masari, who's present and in custody tonight.
Thank you. Ms. Gunn?
Thank you, Honor. Brooke Gone on behalf of the state.
Thank you. Sir, we are here today on a Superior Court arrest warrant on a case involving aggravated assault, temporary disfigurement, which is a Class 4 felony. Counsel, were you representing Mr. Al-Masari moving forward or just for today's purposes?
Moving forward as well.
Okay. Let me get this updated to make sure you have your attorney of record is listed here. And counsel, is it going to be you as the attorney or is it going to be Mr. Litwack?
Either one. You can put either one.
Spell your last name for me.
Aragon, Aragon.
There it is. All right, sir. I will have your attorney listed, your attorney of record. If you do need an attorney appointed to represent you, I do show that you qualify for one, but I'll list your attorney moving forward to make sure that the proper person is listed. As I said, we are here today on that arrest warrant. I am going to set a status conference on August 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on August 11th at 8:30. Those are both going to be in the downtown Superior Court. Ms. Gaunt, did you want to be heard on release conditions today?
Yes, Your Honor, and I do understand that this was a failed summons, and it is the state's understanding as well that he self-surrendered. However, given the violent nature of the attack and the fact that it was caught on video, the state would ask for pretrial services with electronic monitoring.
Thank you, Ms. Gaunt. For the electronic monitoring, is there an issue of victim contact?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. I think it just has to do more with so that they can track his location given the violent nature of the attack.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Gaunt. Counsel?
Yeah, Judge. Like the state said, this was because he failed to appear. He did not get notice for the court date. As soon as he realized that there was a warrant, not only did he retain counsel, but we scheduled a self-surrender, and then he turned himself in. There was no reason to flee. There's nothing that shows that he's not going to appear. He works full-time. His family lives here, and he has no criminal history. I think sending him to pretrial services, I think, is unnecessary given that he's already shown he's going to be here. He's shown he's going to do everything to appear. There's no concern, and there's nothing in his past that shows that he would be a concern that needs pretrial services in order to monitor and show that he's going to appear. We already know he's going to appear based on his behavior and any lack of criminal history, and I think given all the circumstances surrounding his life, I think OR is appropriate because there is no concern that he's not going to appear. The initial notice he got of the court date was returned. It was to an old address, which he understands. Maybe partially he should have updated the address, but it wasn't something intentional. And like I said, as soon as he realized that, he did everything in order to rectify the situation. We also already filed a motion to quash with Judge Fisher because we were here trying to handle the situation. So I think OR would be appropriate. So we would be requesting that he just be released OR.
Thank you, counsel. I did see the motion to quash. Somehow it hit my docket, but I don't show it on the general docket. Was that filed today?
It was filed yesterday.
Yes, okay, it probably just hasn't hit the official docket yet then. So, Mr. Almasari, I am going to release you today to the supervision of pretrial services, but I'm not going to order an ankle monitor at this point in time. Because, as your attorney has stated, you don't have any failure to appear history. However, I also don't know a lot of the details about the allegations that were against you in this case as well. So just to make sure, I'm gonna set pretrial services release. You're gonna get an envelope as you leave court today that has details on pretrial release. The most important part of that is you just have to call and check in. The number will be in your paperwork. As a part of your release, I am going to order that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no possessing any weapons, and no drugs without a valid prescription. All that information is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions about what I'm ordering today?
No.
Okay. Counsel, anything else?
No, Judge.
Ms. Garner, anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
That will conclude the hearing. Counsel, if you want to use that back room to discuss it with your client, go right ahead.
Perfect, thank you, Judge.
Patrick Moran to the podium, and Anthony Salvador to the chair, please.
Thank you so much.
Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
7796 Patrick Moran.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of 1 count of child or vulnerable adult abuse, Class 2 felony, 1 count of aggravated DUI, passenger under 15, Class 6 felony, 1 count of preventing the use of a telephone in an emergency, Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of criminal trespassing, Class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on August 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on August 11th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today to the supervision of pretrial services. You're going to get an envelope as you leave court today that has details on pretrial release. Make sure you read through that. As a condition of your release, I'm also going to order that pretrial services conducts alcohol testing and monitoring. I'm also going to order that you not have contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no possessing any drugs without a valid prescription, no possessing or consuming any alcohol, and you must not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. It is likely that your license has been suspended based on these allegations, so make sure you check with the MVD before you get behind the wheel of any vehicle. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I wasn't even pulled over for a DUI though. They didn't give me no test or nothing, so.
So I'm going to order, I found probable cause today. We haven't determined whether you actually completed any of these acts. I am appointing you an attorney, and your attorney can present a defense for you, but I would suggest talking with your attorney about that.
Okay.
Okay? All that's going to be in your paperwork. Go ahead and grab your paperwork and take a seat. Anthony Salvador to the podium, and Laurel Florence to the chair, please. Oh, right here in the middle. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Anthony Salvador, 9/30/85.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, discharging a firearm in the city limit, Class 6 felony, disorderly conduct with a weapon, Class 6 felony, and endangerment, Class 6 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on August 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on August 11th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services today. You're going to receive an envelope as you leave court that has details on pretrial release. I'm also going to order that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no possessing any weapons, and no drugs without a valid prescription. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Yes. I discharged the firearm inside my home where I live.
So talk with your attorney about that.
So I can't go there?
The information that I received today was that location was vacant. I don't know if you own that or not. But at this point in time, I am going to order that you don't return to the scene of the alleged crime.
It's not, it shouldn't be vacant.
That's the information I received from the police agency.
Okay.
So at this point, talk with your attorney. Your attorney can ask for a modification of any of my orders at the next hearing. But as of right now, that's going to be my order.
Okay.
Okay. Grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Laurel Florence to the podium, and Tiffany Parks to the chair, please.
Hi,
Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Laurel Florence, December 30th, 1972.
Thank you. And I apologize if I mispronounced your name. That was not my intention.
No,
We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on August 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on August 11th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today to the supervision of pretrial services.
Thank you.
You're going to get an envelope as you leave court that has details on pretrial pretrial release. I'm also going to order that you not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and you must not contact the arresting officers. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat.
Okay.
Tiffany Parks to the podium, and Eduardo Sosa to the chair, please. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Tiffany Parks, November 19th, 1976.
Thank you. We are here today on a municipal court warrant out of the Peoria Municipal Court for a case involving trespassing on state land, Class 2 misdemeanor. I am going to set an arraignment hearing in the Peoria Municipal Court on August 12th at 9 a.m. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise to appear at your next court date. I'm also going to order that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no possessing any drugs without a valid prescription, and no contacting the arresting officers. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Eduardo Sosa to the podium, and then we'll recall Charisma Chavez.
Good morning.
Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
August 14, 1996.
And your name?
Eduardo Sosa.
Thank you. We are here today on two different Justice Court warrants, one out of the South Mountain Justice Court and one out of the El Centro Justice Court. Both of them are on cases involving driving with a suspended license, which is a misdemeanor allegation. I am setting an arraignment hearing in the El Centro Justice Court on August 7th at 1:30 p.m. And I will set an arraignment hearing in the South Mountain Justice Court on August 6th at 9 a.m. So they're one day apart. Your information will be in your paperwork on where those are. Make sure you go to the right court on the right date. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance on both cases. I'll also order that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license. I don't know if your license is currently valid. Because of the allegations, I would check with the MVD before you get behind the wheel of any vehicle.
Okay.
All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat.
That's how good rest of the day.
You as well. Charisma Chavez to the podium. Good morning. May I have your name again one more time?
Charisma Mariah Chavez.
Thank you. So, Ms. Chavez, I just wanted to look at a couple of things here. Give me 1 second, okay? So, Ms. Chavez, I was looking at your case. It does look like they attempted to serve you with a summons to bring you in on these allegations. It doesn't look like it made it to you because it was returned to the court. Because of that, I will release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You will receive an envelope as you leave court today that has details on pretrial release. That is going to change your dates a little bit. Your next hearing is going to be on the 28th at 8:30. That will be in the downtown Superior Court. All my other orders are still going to be the same. I'm ordering that you're not possessing any drugs without a valid prescription and no contacting the arresting officers. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
If I have all of my record and documentation of everything that supports that time frame till now, would that be good to have when I go to the court?
Yes, I would give your attorney literally anything and anything you think is relevant to this case. Your attorney will let you know more and provide you with legal advice. But yeah, you'll be released on this matter pending your next hearing. So talk with your attorney, and your attorney can let you know what to bring, what not to bring.
And I will be able to get an attorney the time of my arrival, right?
So I'm appointing one to you. One will be appointed to represent you. They'll be at your next hearing.
Okay.
Their information will also be in your paperwork.
Okay, thank you so
No
much,
problem.
Your Honor.
Grab your paperwork and have a seat. And then number 1 on the calendar, Ashton Baxter, is a house call. I believe he would be a danger to himself or others. MCSO is reporting that he would not get dressed for court today. So I will conduct his initial appearance at his cell. I will provide him with written conditions of whatever review. We're here on a Superior Court new case, arrested on allegations of aggravated domestic violence, Class 5 felony, and disobeying or resisting an order mandated the court, Class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause, appoint an attorney, set a status conference on July 29th at 8:30, and a preliminary hearing on July 31st at 8:30. I will issue a secured bond in the amount of $5,000 with pretrial services supervision and electronic monitoring. If I do need to make any modifications or changes, I'll do so either on the record or in writing. Officer, is the gallery now clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Let's have Oscar Rodriguez Mandarin to the podium. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Oscar Rodriguez, 10/30/1996.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. Ms. Gaunt, are you appearing on this one?
Yes, Your Honor, Brooke Gahn on behalf of the state.
Thank you. You were arrested on allegations of aggravated luring a minor for sexual exploitation, which is a Class 2 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on July 29th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on July 31st at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. Ms. Gaunt, I did receive the state's recommendation for release conditions. Did you want to be heard on anything else?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state's asking for a $50,000 cash-only bond, along with electronic monitoring as is required by statute, no contact with any minors, and no internet use. Those requests are based on the nature of the charges. He allegedly made arrangements to meet with what he believed to be a 15-year-old girl to engage in sex acts. He also allegedly sent at least one nude image to the child. Our understanding is that he does not have legal status in the United States, so given the severe nature of these charges, we are concerned that he's also a significant flight risk.
Thank you, Ms. Gaunt. Sir, I am going to issue a secured bond rather than a cash bond, but I'm going to go a little bit higher than the state's recommendation.
Well, how does that work?
I am setting a $75,000 secured bond. That does mean you can go through a bonding company. The bonding companies typically require 10% plus collateral to post that on your behalf.
How does that work?
So they'll give you more information on that bonding process when you get over to processing, but essentially the bonding company posts the bond on your behalf as long as you give them 10% plus some sort of property as what's called collateral. So signing over some sort of property in case you do not go to court. I am going to order that as a part of your release, if that bond is posted, that pretrial services supervises you in the community and they install an ankle monitor on you prior to your release. I'm also ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no contact with any minors. You're prohibited from accessing the internet through any electronic means except for work, school, or consulting a legal counsel, and you're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Okay. All that information is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. And that does conclude the 8 a.m. calendar. We will stand in recess until 11 a.m.
Okay, everyone wake it up, please. Let's turn it. Okay. All right.
Oh, please be seated. One second. I understand that the court interpreter is on the line.
Yes, David Castellanos from the Office of the Court Interpreter.
Thank you very much for announcing. To the court interpreter and to everyone, it's just going to be another moment or two. I just got to deal with some technical issues here at the bench, and then I'll be right with everybody.
No problem, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Come on. Am I getting feedback?
No, it's good. Thank you. No? Can't believe this thing is gone. Okay, it appears I am logged in the system. We're going to start with the, council, we're going to start with these Spanish interpreters first. Our Spanish interpreters have just been waiting for a while, so then I can cut them loose. The first matter, there is a little feedback. Is my computer. If you could show me how to. I think it is. Yeah, this?
Yes. And then you're on Teams.
Apparently I spoke too soon on the technical issues. In the meantime, may I have Ivian Espinoza, please come to the podium.
Por mientras, si puede pasar a Ivian Espinosa al podio.
To the gray podium.
Al podio gris.
Just for the record, let me start. Mr. Interpreter, I'm gonna start off with an advisory. This is the 11 a.m. calendar for today's date, July 23rd, 2025.
Bien, este es el calendario de las 11 de la mañana para el día de hoy, 23 de julio del 2025.
The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar.
Las órdenes judiciales para la toma de huellas dactilares y muestras de ADN que se giraron en el primer calendario de este mes también se aplicarán a todas las causas del calendario de hoy.
Okay. Let the record reflect. You know what? I'm going to back up. Sir, could you give me your full name and date of birth? please.
Bueno, retrocedemos ahora, señor. ¿Me da usted su nombre completo y fecha de nacimiento, por favor?
Ok. Iván Obed Lazo Espinosa,
And your date of birth?
30 de diciembre de 1994.
Iván Obed Lazo Espinosa, December 30th of 1994.
And Mr. Interpreter, I know you've announced already, just can you announce once more?
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant is being assisted by David Castellanos from the Office of the Court Interpreter.
All right. Thank you very much. Mr. Espinoza? Okay, thank you. Mr. Espinoza, you are here on two matters.
Bien, señor Espinosa, usted se encuentra aquí para dos causas.
The first is a new matter in the Superior Court.
La primera de ellas es un caso nuevo en el Tribunal Superior.
The new matter involves allegations which I'm about to read to you.
Y el caso nuevo involucra pretensiones que estoy a punto de leerle.
They involve 3 counts of possession of misconduct involving weapons by a prohibited possessor. All 3 counts are a Class 4 felony.
Esto involucra 3 puntos acusatorios de conducta ilícita con un arma por una persona con tenencia de arma inhabilitada. Estos 3 puntos acusatorios son delitos de clase 4.
1 count of possession of a weapon during a drug offense, that's a Class 4 felony.
Un punto acusatorio de tenencia de un arma durante un ilícito de drogas. Esto es un delito de clase 4.
1 count of failure to obey a police officer, that's a Class 2 misdemeanor.
Un punto acusatorio que es de desobediencia a particulares de un agente de la policía, que es una falta de clase 2.
1 count of carrying a concealed weapon, that's a Class 1 misdemeanor.
Un punto acusatorio de portar un arma oculta. Esto es una falta de clase 1.
And 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, that's also a Class 4 felony.
Y un punto acusatorio de tenencia de droga narcótica, que esto es un delito de clase 4 también.
Let me just do this. I'm going to reprint this one. I found probable cause to exist on all of your allegations except
He determinado que existe motivo fundado de procesamiento para todas estas pretensiones, con excepción de
the possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and the possession of a firearm during a drug offense, also a Class 4 felony.
con excepción del punto acusatorio de tenencia de droga narcótica, que es un delito de clase 4, y también la acusación de tenencia de un arma durante un ilícito de drogas, o también un delito de clase 4.
Again, for all remaining allegations, I have found probable cause to exist, and I have appointed you an attorney.
Y de nuevo, para todas las otras pretensiones restantes, he determinado que sí existe motivo fundado de procesamiento y he nombrado a un abogado para que la represente.
Your next court date is a status conference on July 29th at 8:30 a.m.
Su próxima audiencia judicial es una consulta de actualización el día 29 de julio a las 8:30 de la mañana.
And that is going to be followed by a preliminary hearing on July 31st, also at 8:30 a.m., both in the Downtown Superior Court.
Siguiente va a ser una audiencia de preliminar el día 31 de julio, también a las 8:30 de la mañana. Ambas audiencias serán en el Tribunal Superior en Downtown.
As to your release conditions,
en cuanto a sus medidas cautelares,
this court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $35,000.
Este juez ha impuesto una caución real de una fianza de $35,000.
There are additional release conditions that you will find in the paperwork that you are about to receive. should you be able to post the secured appearance bond?
Hay ciertas medidas cautelares adicionales que usted va a encontrar en su papeleo, en el papeleo que va a recibir, y si usted puede depositar la fianza, tendrá que seguir esas medidas cautelares.
As to your second case, number 30 on the calendar,
En cuanto a su segundo caso, que es el número 30 del calendario,
that stems from a warrant for one count of aggravated assault, a class 4 felony,
esto proviene de una orden de detención en su contra que incluye un punto acusatorio de agresión con agravantes, un delito de clase 4,
and one count of assault, a class 1 misdemeanor.
y un punto acusatorio de agresión que es una falta de clase 1.
I did find probable cause as to both of those allegations.
Sí determiné que existe motivo fundado de procesamiento para ambas pretensiones.
And I have appointed you an attorney.
Y le he nombrado un abogado.
Your next court date is a status conference on July 29th.
Su próxima audiencia judicial va a ser una consulta de actualización el 29 de julio.
And a preliminary hearing on July 31st.
Y una audiencia preliminar el 31 de julio.
Both of those settings are at 8:30 a.m. in the Downtown Superior Court.
Ambas de estas diligencias van a ser a las 8:30 de la mañana en el Tribunal Superior en Downtown.
Your release conditions as to this matter is a $2,500 secured appearance bond.
Para sus medidas cautelares, en este caso, va a ser una fianza, una caución real de $2,500.
There are additional release conditions in this matter.
Existen también medidas cautelares adicionales para este caso.
I'm not going to go over all of them. I am going to go over just a few.
No voy a repasar todas con usted, solamente voy a repasar un par.
You are not to return to the scene of the crime.
Usted no tiene permitido regresar al lugar donde ocurrió el ilícito.
You're not to initiate any contact with the alleged victim or victims in this matter.
Usted no tiene permitido iniciar contacto con ninguno de las personas afectadas o presuntas personas afectadas de este caso.
And you're to initiate no contact with the arresting officers.
Y no tiene permitido tampoco iniciar contacto con ninguno de los agentes que le hayan detenido.
If an order of protection is issued in this matter, you are to abide by all terms of that order of protection.
Si se gira una orden de protección en este caso, usted debe de seguir todas las condiciones incluidas en esa orden de protección.
Okay, that concludes your release conditions and both matters on this calendar. You'll be getting a copy of everything I just said, plus additional conditions before you leave this room.
Eso concluye ahora esta parte de estos casos, de estos dos casos en este calendario. Le van a entregar una copia de todo lo que yo le acabo de decir, junto con algunas medidas cautelares adicionales. Esto se lo entregan ahora mismo antes de usted retirarse.
Can I just have a moment of that? You know what? Actually, you're going to be getting a copy of all the paperwork. I think the deputies will be giving it to you even though you may step to the next room.
De hecho, creo que la copia del papeleo se lo van a tener que entregar los agentes más adelante, pero ya puede pasar al otro cuarto.
Okay, gracias. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is David Ibarra.
And, Your Honor, just wanted to confirm, was this the only one that required the interpreter?
You know what? I thought there may be more, but could you make an announcement to see if there's any more requirements? Anyone else requires an interpreter?
Yes, Your Honor. ¿Se encuentra alguien más en la sala que necesita la asistencia de un intérprete de español? Si pueden levantar la mano si alguien necesita un intérprete.
Anyone else need an interpreter? Don't show a hand, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Interpreter. I believe that concludes our need for you for this matter. Thank you for your assistance.
My pleasure, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
Thank you. All right, next up, David Ibarra.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ibarra. If I could have Jessica Lopez come and take a seat next to the door, please. Sir, could I have you give me your full name and date of birth?
David Ibarra, 9/29/1987.
Did you say 9/29/1987?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Mr. Ibarra, you're here on two matters, the first of which is a new offense. It is alleged that you were charged with 2 counts of dangerous drugs, both Class 4 felonies, and 1 count of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. I have not found any probable cause to exist as to the possession of dangerous drugs in this matter. So as for those, I will be finding no PC, and I have no reason to hold you on those. However, I did find probable cause to exist as to the narcotic drugs in this matter. As such, I am appointing you an attorney. Your next court date is a status conference on July 29th at 8:30 a.m., followed by an evidentiary hearing at July 30th at 1:30 p.m., and then finally a preliminary hearing on July 31st at 8:30 a.m., all in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions, I'm going to find you non-bailable in this case, as due to the fact that you were on release on another felony matter. The rules say that if you're released on one matter, you can't commit new felony offenses. And because the allegation is there for this, as to this case, you are being found non-bondable. As to your other matter, number 21 on the calendar, you are here for a warrant for possession of, or use of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. I believe you already have an attorney appointed to you on that matter, so I'm not going to reappoint counsel. Your next court date is a status conference, July 29th, followed by a witness preliminary hearing on July 31st, both at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. And for that matter, I am going to affirm the bond that was previously set by another judge for $1,000, and that's going to be a secured appearance bond. This concludes both matters on your calendar. You'll be getting a copy of all the paperwork that for everything I've just stated, plus some additional release conditions, should your release conditions change in the future. If I could have you step to your left, please. Thank you.
Left, please, sir. On the back row, I'll be straight.
Jessica Lopez is next. James Sermeno, if I could have you please step to the door and have a seat by the door, in the chair by the door. Good morning. Could I please have you give me your full name and date of birth?
Yes, Jessica Lopez, and it's 7/27/1989.
Thank you very much. Ms. Lopez, you are here on a new matter, aggravated robbery. That's a Class 3 felony. I do find that probable cause exists in this matter. I have appointed you an attorney. Your next court date is a status conference on July 29th, followed by an evidentiary hearing on July 30th, followed by a preliminary hearing on July 31st. All as to the status conference and the preliminary hearing, those are at 8:30 a.m. Your evidentiary hearing on the 30th is at 1:30 p.m. All 3 matters will be in the downtown Superior Court. On your case as well, I did find that you are not bondable, and that is because you were on release for another felony matter. So again, I don't know if you heard me explain it. When anyone is on release for one felony matter, a pending felony matter, they cannot be bondable, and they commit allegedly commit a new offense, they can't be held with bond. So with that,
I have court on the 30th though in Tempe for a shoplifting case that I was taking care of.
I also show that you have a case in CR 2022 000095 for possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony, and possession of paraphernalia. That's your open felony from what I'm seeing. As to your any other matters, you may have to, I can't give you legal advice, but if you wish to try to contact a relative to let them know, to call the court that you won't be there because you're in custody on this, it's up to you.
Okay.
All right, I think that concludes your matter. You'll be getting a copy of all of your paperwork. If I could have you step to your left, please. Thank you. David Ibarra? Oh, I'm sorry about that. I went backwards on the calendar. James Sermeno. Mr. Sermeno, you are here. I'm sorry. Let's back up. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
James Michael Sermeno, September 12th of 97.
97. Thank you very much. You are here on three matters. I'm going to start with the newest first. Those are that is a new case with new allegations. The first being misconduct involving weapon by a prohibited possessor and possession of narcotic drugs. Both of those are class 4 felonies. I have found probable cause as to both matters. I am appointing you an attorney. Your next court date is a status conference on July 29th, followed by a preliminary hearing on July 31st, both at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to this matter, I have imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000 secured appearance bond. As to your next matter, that's number 31 on the calendar. You are here on a probation violation matter. I'm sorry. You're here on a probation violation for a class 4 felony. I am appointing an attorney to represent you in that matter. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on July 30th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. And your last matter is number 32 on the calendar. That is, that's also a probation violation matter as a class 6 felony. I am appointing an attorney to represent you in that matter. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing both on July 30th at 8:30 a.m., both in the downtown Superior Court. I believe that's all three of your matters. You'll be getting a copy of your paperwork here. If I could have you step to your left. Next, I'm going to do, if you could get. Good afternoon. Good. We're still in the morning. Good morning, counsel. This is, let me just get caught up here. I'm going to wait on this. Yeah. Okay, this is number 1 on the calendar. I'm going to ask this matter. There's counsel on both sides on this matter. I'm going to start with the state, if the state could announce.
Thank you, Your Honor. Brooke Gahn, on behalf of the state.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tyler Romero on behalf of Gerard Dorizo. He's present in custody.
Thank you very much. Mr. Dorizo, could I have you give me your full name and date of birth?
Gerard Dene Dorizo, 11/11/78.
All right, we're going to do a couple things here. There's two that I'm looking at. We're going to first chat about the probable cause, whether or not there's probable cause to exist, and then after that, we're gonna address release conditions. Do you, counsel for defense, do you wish to be heard on probable cause?
It's just that one count, Your Honor.
It's just the one count of leaving the scene of an accident with in this case death is a class 3.
We'll submit on it, Your Honor.
Thank you. As to release conditions, I'd like to start by hearing from the state.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state's asking for a $50,000 secured appearance bond. Our understanding is Mr. DeRizo has, I believe, 4 prior felony convictions. He's previously been incarcerated in the Department of Corrections. He allegedly struck and killed a pedestrian and then fled the scene. There's a strong weight of the evidence. We are concerned that he is a community safety risk. The state would acknowledge, it does appear from the Form 4, that the accident was not his fault and that he did have the right-of-way. However, he failed to stop and render aid to the victim. Thank you.
Thank you. Counsel.
I don't agree that this case requires a bond, given the circumstance in this case. Your Honor, we understand Mr. DeRizo has a prior criminal history, but he's done his time in those offenses. He has completely changed his life around. He's lived here in Arizona for the past 15 years. He's married. He's got 5 children. He has a full-time job with Hensley Beverages where he's a driver. Your Honor, this is just an unfortunate, tragic accident. As the Form 4 states, Mr. DeRizo was leaving his place of employment. He was driving home. And I could understand if Mr. DeRizo was speeding or he was running a red light. Those aren't the facts in this case. The facts in this case are that Mr. DeRizo, when he left his place of business, the 911 caller says that both Mr. DeRizo and him had a green light and they were going 40 to 45, which is what appears to be the speed limit in that area, and that gasoline motorbike ran a red light and ran into Mr. DeRizo's Escalade. Your Honor, Mr. DeRizo didn't know that bike had actually ran into him at that moment because Mr. DeRizo was going over a section there on Delaware and Camelback or Chandler Boulevard in Chandler, and there's a railroad track there, so you kind of go up a little bit over the track, and Mr. DeRizo, who drives that street almost daily for his work, also knows that there's a pothole in that area. So he initially thought he had hit a pothole. It wasn't until he drove to the apartment complex and his nephew or a coworker that was behind him said that he hit somebody. And Your Honor, in hindsight, he should have gone back to the scene, but unfortunately he panicked and he got scared. And that was the only reason he didn't go back. But Your Honor, he didn't cause the accident. He doesn't have any, from what I've been presented, he doesn't have any prior failed to appears. He's, I know he's got some criminal history, but though the burglary offense is there, it looks like it was a business victim. It seems like it was a Circle K, but he's completed his time, Your Honor, and he did well on parole. He has been sober and clean. I mean, that's the reason why he's got a very good job with Hensley Beverages. He's turned his life around, but there is nothing, based on the facts of this case that, as we know, and Mr. DeRizo's criminal history, that warrants him not to be released to the supervision of pretrial services. And you can impose any additional conditions as well, Your Honor, but there isn't any need for a cash bond. A cash bond or a secured bond in a case like this is sure that someone's going to appear to their court hearings. And nothing in the pretrial services report indicates that he failed to appear at any of his court hearings, in the past. And he's not a danger or risk to the community, Your Honor. The state would be correct that he would be a danger or a risk to the community if he was speeding, if he was the one who caused the accident. Those are not the facts in this case, Your Honor. For those reasons, Your Honor, we're asking that he be released under the supervision of pretrial services. Yes, and Your Honor, he would still have his job with Hensley Beverages if the court is inclined to release him.
I like hearing that. I mean, that's a commitment on the part of the employer. As for failure to appear, I only see, I mean, unless the state, please correct me if I'm wrong, somebody should correct me if I'm ever wrong. I see one failure to appear, but that's out of California, and that was, over a decade ago, well, maybe 2 decades ago, if I'm doing my math right. So I'm not, that to me is, it doesn't, not a lot of weight. State?
I agree, and
Yeah,
I think that's
that.
the only failure to appear, Your Honor.
Here's my thoughts on this. I do agree that there are felony priors. There is a DOC history, so moving forward with those felony priors and that DOC history, that the Vehicular Crimes Bureau may come out somewhat tough on this. There is a safety to the community issue, absolutely. My concern, the thing that raised one of the bigger red flags is the attempts to conceal what he did after the fact. If I'm reading the Form 4 correctly, and that is to, I believe that there was a attempt to, or there was actually car parts related to his vehicle, to your client's vehicle, that were also found in the dumpster, and that those had blood on them. State,
I believe that's correct, Your Honor.
Did I miscategorize? So that,
Your Honor, I didn't read that they were placed in a dumpster.
or was there an attempt to throw them away?
I think they were just hanging from the vehicle, wherever the vehicle was parked. But I don't think anything was being concealed or hidden.
If I misread that.
I believe a part of the bumper trim piece from the vehicle was found behind the apartment complex dumpster, is how it's reported in the Form 4, and that law enforcement indicated that it was, they believed it had possible blood evidence on it.
Okay.
That's where the truck was parked by the dumpster, right there. So yeah, the truck was parked there.
That to me, that's an attempt to conceal and/or.
The vehicle was parked next to the dumpster. There was no part found inside the dumpster. There's
or behind the dumpster, from what we understand.
Where the wall is.
Again, these are the issues that may come up down the road. But I think given the DOC history here, the felony priors, I think a bond in this matter is very much warranted. And so to that effect, I am setting bond. State, I'm not inclined to agree with your recommendation of $50,000. I think the bond needs to be much higher. I'm going to be setting bond as a secured appearance bond in this matter for $100,000, and that's secured appearance. There are going to be some additional release conditions that you are not to return to the scene of the crime, and you are not to have any contact with the alleged victims or the victims' families, the deceased victims' families moving forward. You're not to drive without a valid driver's license, not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription, and you must continue to provide proof of your local address. Okay, those are my orders. Thank you very much. You'll be getting a copy of all those.
Your Honor, I would ask the court to reconsider. I mean, you're required by the statute to impose the least onerous conditions, given the fact that he didn't cause this accident. You can require an ankle monitoring device, but there are other onerous conditions you can impose. I mean, the state's not even asking for a $100,000 bond, but in this case, and again, Your Honor, just he's presumed innocent at this point of the process, and it seems like that's being ignored, as well as the motions for release are being ignored as well. I mean, I understand ultimately, Your Honor, you have the final say in all this, but I would ask the court to follow the statute and the presumption and ask that he be released pretrial services or impose some conditions to ensure that he's not a danger to the community or a failure to appear in court.
Counsel, I don't think that electronic monitoring device is necessary, would serve any purpose in this case. I'm just looking at the factors enumerated, and I think it's not just the safety of the community. I think there's a flight risk scenario. If you're looking at substantial, when I'm looking at the amount of prison time exposure, I look at that as an incentive to run in a lot of cases. So with that, again, these release conditions could be addressed in all future hearings moving forward, that kind of thing. So with that, I'm going to give you, did I sign it? I signed it. I'm going to give you a copy of your release conditions, and then you have your next court date, July 29th.
I got a case out there. That's why I wish we could have. I've been going to another case from here to California for a whole year.
Christina Zamora?
Can I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes,
Did
thank
you want
you.
to speak to your client anymore?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Could you please give me your full name and date?
Christina Zamora, 61789.
Thank you very much, ma'am. You are here on two matters. The first is a Superior Court probation violation matter. It is for a Class 3 felony. It is alleged that you have violated terms 3, 5, 7, 12, and 15, and possibly looking at a new term 1 violation. I am appointing you an attorney in this matter. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on July 30th, at 8:30 a.m. In the Downtown Superior Court. Your bond in this matter is a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500, $2,500. As for your other matter, number 10 on the calendar, that stems from a warrant, a bench warrant for a Class 3. That's the means of transportation. I believe you have an existing attorney on that matter. I'm sorry. Let me just double check here. Did you have an attorney on that's the means charge, ma'am? On the 2025 matter?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so therefore I'm not gonna. If you don't have one, I am gonna appoint, but if you do have one, then we'll order that one, that person would probably stay on. Your next court date is a status conference on July 29th and a preliminary hearing on July 31st, both at 8:30 a.m., both in the Downtown Superior Court. As to release conditions, I'm going to impose a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. There are some additional conditions to your release, and those, I'm going to go through some of them, not all of them. You're not to return to the scene of the crime. You're not to have any contact with any alleged victims in this case, and have no contact with the arresting officers. That does not include all your release conditions. Should you post bond, you'll be getting a copy of all your release conditions handed to you here momentarily. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Logan Evans is next. And if I can have Kemi Hopkins come to the chair next to the door. Hello, sir. Could I have you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Yeah, Logan Evans, July 3rd, 2006.
All right, Mr. Evans, you're here on new charges. They involve 3 counts of aggravated assault, all Class 4 felonies, and 1 count of assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. As to all counts, I am appointing you an attorney in this matter. Your next court date is a status conference on July 29th and a preliminary hearing on July 31st, both at 8:30 a.m., both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, I have imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000. Should you be able to post that bond, I am ordering that you be equipped with an electronic monitoring device before you are released from jail, and with curfew conditions that are going to be determined by your pretrial services officers. You're going to get a copy of all your release conditions. I'm going to go over some of them right now. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You are not to have any contact with the alleged victims or victim in this matter, or have any contact with the arresting officer. And should there be an order of protection issued in this matter, you are to abide by all terms of that order of protection. I think that concludes your matter. You'll be getting a copy of your paperwork. If I can have you step to your left, please. Thank you. Ms. Hawkins?
How you doing, Your Honor?
Good afternoon. Can I have you give me your full name and date of birth?
Kimmy Hopkins, 3276.
Okay, Ms. Hopkins, you are here on 2 matters. One is a new case for 1 count of taking identity of another, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of theft of credit card, a Class 5 felony, and 1 count of resisting arrest, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause as to all counts, and I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference, and that is on July 29th, followed by a preliminary hearing on July 31st, both at 8:30 a.m., both in the downtown Superior Court.
Your Honor, can I ask a question?
Yeah, let me get all the information out first, just in case I answer your question in the course of providing you that information. If I haven't, we're going to chat.
Okay, because I didn't know I had the warrant.
We're not talking about that case yet. We're talking about that new case, but we will address the other matter. As to your release conditions on the new charges, I am imposing a bond in the amount of $10,000, and that is going to be a cash-only bond. That is not going to be a secured appearance bond.
I'm confused.
Let me go through the rest. You're going to get a copy of all your release conditions. I'm going to go over some of them. That you're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You are not to have any contact with the alleged victims. Go ahead.
Okay, when you say the new crimes and old crimes, I thought these warrants were both just directed from the court. I didn't know that because I wasn't arrested at the crime, so that's why I'm confused. Because the warrants were already issued. So I'm confused.
For the 3 matters, for the 3 allegations that I went over, those were newly submitted. You do have a case. You do have a different case for which you did have an arrest warrant, and that was for organized retail theft as a Class 4 felony. I have found probable cause to, I'm sorry, that was an arrest warrant, so that determination's already been made. You are getting an attorney appointed to you on that matter, and again, that's a separate matter from the from the matter that, from the allegations I just went through. Your next court date on that, number 8 on the calendar, and that is a status conference on July 29th, followed by a preliminary hearing on July 31st, both at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to that matter as well, I'm also imposing a bond in the amount of $10,000, and that's going to be cash only. So you would have to, in order to be released from custody, you would have to post cash-only bonds for both matters, totaling
I don't have that.
$20,000. For this matter, you are also not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with any of the alleged victims.
I don't know where this is, Your Honor. I'm completely lost. I was just told that, I was told by some detectives that both of these cases were prior in March. I don't even...
You will have a chance to address all that. I mean, your next court date is on the 29th. It's coming up. You will have a chance. You will be appointed an attorney. You will have a chance to address all that with your attorney, and there will be a new judge. You'll be in front of somebody else, not me.
And $20,000 cash.
And they will address your concerns. And if anything needs to be modified, you can talk to your attorney about.
So you said the bail is $20,000 cash bond?
$10,000 for each matter, for a total of $20,000 cash.
Oh, and it's not like 10%, 20% at a...
That's correct. It's cash-only bond. It's not a secured appearance bond.
Oh.
You'll be getting a copy of that, of your paperwork here. Thank you very much. All right, Cameron Johnson. Next up is Taylor Warren. If I can have you take a seat next to the door. Thank you. Sir, could you give me your full name and date of birth?
Cameron Johnson, 12/30/1989.
Okay. You are here, 12:30. Thank you very much. You are here on a Justice Court warrant for one count of excessive speed over 85 miles an hour and driving an unsuspended license, both class 1. Oh, I'm sorry. The driving unsuspended is a class 1 misdemeanor. I believe the excessive speed is a class 3 misdemeanor. Normally, you're not entitled to an attorney for charges like this. I am appointing an attorney, however, to address the issue of bond in your matters. In this matter, it stems from a 2015 case, and that's been going on for a while. So in this matter, I am imposing a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100.
Okay.
So if you were able to oppose that, then you'd be released. Your next, but your next court date is an arraignment hearing in the Encanto Justice Court on July 28th at 8:30 a.m. If you post the bond, you have to appear in person. If you don't, you will be transported to that hearing, and an attorney will be assigned as to the bond issue only, addressing the bond issue only. On your other matter, which is a number 3 on the calendar, it stems from a 2020 case. That's also a warrant from the West Mesa Justice Court. That is for excessive speed and failure to appear. Both of those matters are class 2 misdemeanors. Again, you don't get an attorney for those kind of cases. Not just you. No one gets an attorney for these kind of cases. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing in the West Mesa Justice Court on the 2020 matter on July 28th at 8:30 a.m. I am putting a bond together on that. I have issued a bond in that. I have imposed a bond in that matter in the amount of $100 as well. So $200 total secured appearance bond.
Okay.
If you make bond, please make sure you go to court on 7/28 at 8:30 in West Mesa. If you don't make bond, you will be transported, and you will have an attorney for the purposes of addressing the bond issue in that matter as well. Okay. You'll get a copy of your paperwork if you could step to your left.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. I forgot to. Number 3, you said. Okay. Taylor Warren, if I could have you step to the podium. Jeffrey Didomencio, if I could have you take the chair. Thank you very much. Just right there. Well, ma'am, could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Taylor Danae Warren, 8/24/95.
8/24/95. Okay. Ms. Warren, you are here on a new matter, new charges. That is a criminal trespass in the first degree. It is a Class 6 felony. I have determined that there is probable cause that exists in this matter. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next case is a status conference on July 29th, followed by a preliminary hearing on July 31st, both at 8:30 a.m., both in the Downtown Superior Court. I have placed a secured appearance bond in your matter. It's more like a placeholder in the amount of $50. It's a secured appearance bond placeholder. Should you make that bond, you are not to return to the scene of the crime or the alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged victims. You'll be getting additional conditions of your release in the paperwork that you're going to be getting here momentarily. Your next matter is number 24 on the calendar. That is for a warrant out of the Superior Court. As to that matter, I believe you've already been appointed an attorney. If you haven't, or you've nodded yes to indicate yes. If you haven't, one will be appointed, but I believe you should have one already appointed. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and disposition hearing at 7:30 a.m. At 8:30 a.m. In the Downtown Superior Court. There is a secured appearance bond that I'm affirming from the previous judge that issued it in the amount of $250. So $250 for this matter, $50 for the other one, secured appearance. All right, you'll be getting a copy of all your paperwork. I can have you step to your left. Sir, if you could take a seat, stand behind the podium there. Thank you very much. Matthew Elwell is next. If I can have you take a seat in the chair next to the door. Sir, could you give me your full name and date of birth?
Jeff DiDomenico, April 8, 79.
April 8th, 1979. Thank you, sir. You are here out of a family court warrant related to child support. Your next hearing is on July 29th at 10 a.m. You have the prior court had imposed what's called a purge bond or purge amount in the amount of $1,800.
And I had paid it. I paid it on the 7th at court. I was out of work for a while, and I managed to get some gainful employment, which I'm supposed to be at currently. I was able to, on July 7th, go to the Mesa clerk and pay that amount. I'm sure it's been received by now. I actually paid $1,900 to be safe.
The warrant is still in the system. Give me 1 second.
I understand.
Okay. I'm going to check.
Thank you.
You know what? While we're checking, do you mind if I skip around, or do you want to just?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to recall your matter. If I could have you take a seat back in the other room, and then Matthew Elwell is next. If I can have.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good afternoon, sir. Could I please have you give me your full name and date of birth?
Matthew Robert Elwell, 8178.
Thank you very much. You are here as a result of a warrant for a Class 4 felony possession of dangerous drugs and possession of drug paraphernalia. The paraphernalia charge is a Class 6 felony. I am appointing. Did you already have an attorney appointed to you in this matter?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right, then I'm affirming that. Your next court date is a status conference on July 29th at 8:30 a.m. in downtown Superior Court. You are, of course, bailable as a matter of right. I'm going to be releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to be releasing you. You're going to be released on this matter. However, you are going to be released to the supervision of pretrial services.
Okay.
So, part of the paperwork that you will, in the paperwork that you're going to be receiving, it'll have a full list of all your release conditions, but it will also include ways to contact pretrial services. Make sure upon your release, you do contact them and let them know that you've been released. They may give you information about your next court date. Their whole purpose is to just make sure that you just get to your next court date. But other than that, as long as you keep checking in with them, you should be fine. And with that,
that'll work.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Thank you. You'll be getting, if you don't already, you'll be getting a copy of your paperwork soon. We're catching up with the paperwork.
Okay. I am stuck in here till the 29th or something like that.
No, you're going to be released.
Okay.
1 second, please.
I got to set up payments for DUI. That's all. And I don't know why I'm still in here. I can't make any money here to set up the payments. So.
Okay. Is there going to be a page 2 coming, or is there?
No, we don't need it for, you've already seen it.
I'll come down.
Oh, okay.
I'll come down. I'll come down tomorrow and put the $20 in if needed.
So in this case, you're released to pretrial services. If there are conditions in another case, it appears that you were seen by another judge on for bond out of the City of Phoenix Municipal Court. You won't be then, even though you may be released on this case, you'll still be in custody until you post the $50 or so, from what I'm told on the other matter.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. This one.
It's just a set of payments, that's all. I can't do anything about that in here.
Officer? Yes, Your Honor. If I'm releasing him to pretrial services, my question is, if I'm releasing him to pretrial services,
Yeah, but that placeholder bond will set up.
yeah, Mr. Elwell,
I
I need to ask you something, and just give me your honest assessment here. How likely is it that you'd be posting the bond on the other matter?
It's doubtful. I really don't have anybody to call. I'm just stuck here.
So what I'm going to do, I just want to make sure that you get transported to the court date in the felony matter. With that said, I'm just going to do a placeholder bond of $50 on this matter. If you're able to post it, then that's great. But if you're not, at least number one, you'll be getting credit for time served, and number two, you will be. It will ensure the fact that you get transported versus just sitting here in the system. So.
The other one is for an old DUI. I need to set up payments for it. That's all I need to do. And I'm stuck here because I can't get out there and set up payments. I can't put $50 on this thing. I can't go anywhere. Do anything, I'm gonna be fucking stuck in here for another 10 fucking days. It's fail all around.
Today's the 23rd. The 29th is so you should be seeing a judge here on this matter within the next 6 days or so. All right, this concludes this matter. If I could have you step to your left, please. Catherine Herman. Catherine Herman.
I'll kind of turn you a little bit, and then we'll put this down a little bit.
Thank you. I figured I'd go to get out of here.
Ms. Herman, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Could I have you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Catherine Luann Herman, birthday 10/20/59.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Ma'am, you're here on a new case out of the Arrowhead Justice Court. It's false reporting to a police officer. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. Those are your allegations. You are not, let me see here. I think I'm gonna, Ma'am, I am gonna find that there is probable cause, as to your matter. At this point, I'm not gonna appoint you a public defender or any attorney to represent you, as to this, for this kind of offense. Your arraignment hearing is your next court date. That's at August 12th at 2 p.m. in the Arrowhead Justice Court, the address of which you'll be getting as part of the paperwork that you're getting as to this matter and your release conditions. I am going to be releasing you on your own recognizance, so you'll be released on your promise to appear on your court date, August 12th, in the Arrowhead Justice Court.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that.
Yeah, this was
I might
just
have
supposed to
resign.
be, theft, misdemeanor theft.
Okay, you'll be getting a copy of all the paperwork that I just make sure you get to court, and it'll be a few hours at least before you release. Thank you. Fernando Coda? Fernando?
Outside.
Good morning. Good afternoon, sir. May I have your full name and date of birth, please?
Fernando Cota Martinez, 10/22/90.
Martinez. Okay, you're here on two matters. Give me 1 second. As to the number, Fernando Cota. Your full name is Fernando Cota Martinez. Okay. Is there a way to update it? Yes. Okay, thank you very much. And did you say October 22nd, 1990? Thank you very much. You're here on a new case, two allegations. One is a possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. The other one is possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause as to both matters. I am appointing you an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference, August 7th at 8:30 a.m., followed by a preliminary hearing on August 11th, also at 8:30 a.m., both in the Downtown Superior Court. As to the release conditions in your matter, I am going to be releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services. You will be getting additional release conditions about no contact with officers and things like that as part of your paperwork. However, as part of your paperwork, you will be getting an envelope on how to contact pretrial services. So make sure you do that when you're released.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Step to your left, please. One more, you have one more matter. I'm sorry about that. Because they weren't lining up in the, all right. On that other matter, it does stem from an arrest warrant in the downtown Superior Court. For that matter, you are being charged with one count of possession of narcotics, narcotic drugs, a class 4 felony, and one count of possession of dangerous drugs, also a class 4 felony. I have appointed an attorney in those matters. It is an arrest warrant. I have an attorney appointed to you on both of those matters. Your next court date is a status conference, also on August 7th, followed by a preliminary hearing on August 11th, both at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. On that case as well, I am going to be releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services.
Okay.
They'll be getting a copy of all the paperwork here momentarily. Do Evan looks twice next. Number, okay. Evan looks twice.
Hello.
Sir, can I have you state your full name and date of birth?
Evan Stefan looks twice, and my date of birth is July 9th, 2007.
Thank you very much. Sir, you are here on new allegations. They include 5 counts of criminal damage as Class 5 felonies and 1 count of disorderly conduct as a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause as to all allegations. I am appointing an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on August 7th at 8:30 a.m., followed by a preliminary hearing on August 11th, also at 8:30 a.m., both in the downtown Superior Court. Now, as to this matter, I was inclined to release you to pretrial services with some additional conditions of release so that you not return to the scene of the alleged crime or you have no contact with the alleged victims. However, I just found out that you...
I apologize, but we're on our next matter.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, no. So I'm going to follow my inclination. I'm going to order it, as a matter of fact. So I am going to be releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services. Again, you'll be getting information on to how to contact them upon your release. All right. If you could step to your left. And that's on Lloyd, Ross Lloyd. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Lloyd, if I could have you take the podium, the great podium.
Hi.
Sir, could you give me your full name and date of birth?
Ross Lloyd, 9/21/2000.
Thank you very much. You are here out of a municipal court warrant, out of the Tolleson Municipal Court for 1 count of shoplifting. It's a Class 1 misdemeanor. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on August 11th at 8:30 a.m. Now, I was inclined to release you on your own recognizance, but I've been informed that you've seen another judge on another matter, and you have a bond that was issued.
Yeah, it was on my pit.
Yeah, out of the Phoenix Municipal Court.
Yeah.
Okay, for $100.
$200.
Okay. That bond, until you post that bond, you're going to remain in custody on that other matter. So, I believe the bond amount is $200. So what I'm going to do is, how likely is it, please, in all honesty, is it likely that you'll be posting that other bond anytime soon or in the near future?
Okay.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I was inclined to release you on your own recognizance. I'm going to amend those release conditions to put what's called a placeholder bond in the amount of $50. You're not entitled to an attorney on this case. However, you may be getting one at the next setting, or you will be getting one at the next setting just to address the issue of bond. Should you still be there, at least this will make sure that you're transported to your next court date, as well as that you earn the credit that for being in custody. So I need 1 minute. Okay. All right. You'll be getting a copy of my order along with other release conditions that are applicable in your matter. Again, your next court date, I think we're going to change that to...
It's going to be on the 28th.
Okay. Your next court date will be July 28th at 8:30 a.m. Again, that's going to be an arraignment hearing, and that's going to be out in Tulsa Municipal Court. You have a $50 placeholder bond, and you will be appointing an attorney for the purposes of the bond issue. All right, thank you very much. You'll be getting a copy of that paperwork. If I could have you step to your left, and the officer will bring that copy of that paperwork to you. Sure. Thank you. All right, Jared Schultz. Good afternoon, sir. Could I have you give me your full name and date of birth?
Jared Schultz, 4703.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. You are here for a warrant out of the Apache Junction Municipal Court. Apache Junction Municipal Court. For one count of driving on a suspended license and one count of failure to pay your fees and fines. You're not entitled to a court-appointed attorney due to the nature of your charges. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing. That's an arraignment hearing on July 28th at 8:30 a.m. in AJ Municipal Court. I am going to be releasing you on your own recognizance, so it's up to you to make sure that you get to your next court date and on your promise to appear.
Yes, sir.
To that next case, you promise to appear.
Yes, I do, sir.
Thank you very much. All right. A copy of my orders, along with some additional release conditions, are going to be given to you in the paperwork that you'll be receiving here momentarily. Thank you very much. If you could.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a great afternoon.
Okay. If I could have Mr. Viste come to the podium, please.
Who do you need here?
Viste. Sorry about that. I am so sorry I mispronounced your name. If you could give me your full name and date of birth.
Henry Ann Bitsui, 12/17/1995.
Bitsui. Thank you very much. Say your date of birth again.
12/17/1995.
Okay. All right, so your date of birth is a little different from the one that we have in the system. 12/17/95, you said?
Yes.
Okay. And there's no... I just want to make sure you're the same person. There's a date of birth discrepancy on number 28. And it's at 12/17/95 is what.
Is what her date of birth is correct, or?
I'm seeing it. My screen says 8/20/96.
For this?
Oh, you want to know the wrong defendant?
Yeah.
See if you're on the right defendant.
This is number 16, Dewey. She should be at the very bottom, if you scroll down. There you go.
You know what? I was looking at the... Okay, sorry about that. All right, it's lining up. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your patience. You are here on a new matter. It's out of the Hasapiempa Justice Court. Your new matter involves 3 different allegations. One is disorderly conduct, one is indecent exposure, and the other one is criminal trespassing. I have found probable cause as to all matters. You're not, due to the nature of the charges, you're not entitled to an attorney. No person is entitled to an attorney due to these natures of the charges, not just you. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on August 6th at 9 a.m. As to your release conditions, I am going to be releasing you on your own recognizance. There are some additional release conditions. I'm going to go through some of them. Do not return to the scene of the alleged crime. Do not have any contact with the alleged victims in this matter or the arresting officers. You will get copies on your paperwork. You will have the address of where you're supposed to, of the justice court that you're supposed to go to upon your release.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're good? What? There it is, okay. Okay. Mr. Tito Manigo, can I have you come back up? All right, we are, I'm gonna have you, we are back on the record and I'm gonna have you restate your name and date of birth.
Jeff DiDomenico, April 8, 79.
All right, we're back on the record. The court took a brief, had to recall this matter as to, we wanted to look into your allegations that you had posted the $1,800. It is my understanding that this amount stems from a failure to appear, not or anything you just being in arrears. It's for a failure to appear and a request and a contempt charge from the court. So it's for that purge amount for the failure to appear and contempt.
I understand.
That the court issued. I also understand that you had filed a motion to quash the warrant in that matter, or regarding this matter. That motion has not been ruled on. And as such, because the judge never granted your motion or denied it.
So it's been nearly 2.5 months since.
It hasn't been ruled on. And because it hasn't been ruled on, it's still a valid warrant. So I'm going to uphold the $1,800 Judge Giaquinto's $1,800.
There are 3 different judges involved in different aspects of this family law case that's been going on for 2 years. I think with Giaquinto, we had a date set with her for July 18th, and my wife's lawyer had it canceled and pushed back, so now that date's pushed out. Right. Otherwise, I was on the 18th prepared. I showed up to it only to find out it was canceled, and I was prepared to let them know about the amount paid, and it would have been handled on the 18th.
I understand. To me, to me, the only thing that I could go off of, and I understand there may have been some, but the only thing I can go off of is there still a valid warrant? Even though you put in I get motions to quash warrants on criminal matters. Hey, I just filed a motion with the court all the time. A week ago, a month ago, that kind of thing. Unless that motion is ruled on, that's still an active warrant.
But in addition to the motion I made the payment, which is, what did you call it? The payment was purgeable.
Right.
And I don't know if absent of that motion, the payment amount should also purge.
I don't know if that goes to arrears or if it's set for the warrant. So those could be 2 different things. And at that point, at this point, I'm not going to be able to make that determination.
Okay.
That's something that you're going to have to take up with.
If you're able to read the order when the warrant was put in effect, it states very clearly there that the payment goes towards child support. It's not like a payment to the court. It's a payment in child support.
This amount is for the FTA and the contempt issue. So then what you're telling me is this is a separate amount. So with this, I'm going to affirm the purge bond in this amount for $1,800. If you can pay it, you can take up any issues of hey, I overpaid, or this should have been done with the next court.
But I can pay that myself today?
I could, yes. I mean, and then you'll be released and you'll be held until it's paid.
I apologize. I am asked to tell you it was never a motion. It was a letter submitted by the defendant.
Okay. Yeah, so it wasn't.
Well, I mean, I don't have a lawyer, so that I put it in as a motion. It was on the official motion.
What we're seeing is something that came in. It was a letter versus motion. Again, you pay that $1,800, you can be released and then you'll just take it up with the judge on the
Okay.
29th.
Because I'm
29th at 10 a.m.
I'm in a new employment, and, you know, it's difficult to obtain employment, it's difficult these days to retain employment. I'm missing it today, and, if I can't be at work tomorrow, I'm surely will lose this job. It will prohibit me from being able to pay child support in the future.
And I appreciate that. I'm just going off of what I see. I'm affirming the warrant, I'm affirming the bond amount. If I get a copy of your paperwork here, I'm gonna ask you to step to your left. I can't, you
Okay.
know.
Well, how do I go about paying the amount so that I can be released?
Hold on. Okay. Yeah, there's information through jail staff that will make that information, if you contact jail staff, when you get to the next phase, they'll give you information on that.
Thank you.
Do you need me to re-sign anything?
No, you're okay, unless you change anything else.
No? No.
All the stuff is just putting the hospital on record.
Okay. Officer, I see 4 names here for house calls.
Yes, sir.
Number 28, 15, and 22, and 5 on the calendar. Do you have any status updates as to those?
Number 28 is Dangerous to South and others. She's in the safe south. He's in the safe south. Number 22, Ms. Adams, is combative. Number 5 is in a safe, is in a holding cell. He's unable to function. And then number 15, Corrales, is also in the safe cell, dangerous to South.
Okay, so to the degree that the microphones did not pick up, all 4 matters, Bailey, Adams, Corrales, and Fishte, are either a danger to themselves or others. As to Bailey, Officer Bailey was the one that wasn't able to function properly.
Combative.
And combative. So with that, as to number 28 on the calendar, Cameron Vishte, that person is here on a new case, 2 counts of aggravated assault, class 3 felony, 2 counts of endangerment, a class 6 felony, 2 counts of disorderly conduct as a class 6 felony, and 1 count of threatening and intimidating. I have found probable cause as to all matters. I am appointing that person I am appointing that person an attorney through an attorney. Their next court date is a status conference on July 29th, and a preliminary hearing on July 31st, both at 8:30 a.m., both in the downtown Superior Court. As to the release conditions, I am inclined to impose a $15,000 secured appearance bond, along with allegations that he not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victims in this matter. As to Robert Corrales, number 15 on the calendar, he is here also on a new case, 2 counts of aggravated assault, class 3 felonies, and 1 count of criminal damage, a class 5 felony. I have found probable cause as to all matters. I am appointing Mr. Corrales an attorney to represent him. His next court date is a status conference July 29th, followed by preliminary hearing July 31st, both at 8:30 a.m., both in the downtown Superior Court. As to release conditions, I am inclined to impose a $25,000 secured appearance bond, along with conditions that he not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, amongst others, and that is my inclination. As to Tammy Adams, she is also here on a new case with 1 count of indecent exposure and, 2 counts of indecent exposure, one of which I found no PC to. However, on the count of indecent exposure and a class 6 felony, to which I did find probable cause, I am appointing her a attorney to represent her. Her next court date is a status conference on July 29th, followed by evidentiary hearing on July 30th, followed by a preliminary hearing on July 31st. The status conference and preliminary hearing are at 8:30. The evidentiary hearing is at 1:30, all in the downtown Superior Court. I am not inclined to grant her release as she was on felony release at the time of these new offenses. And lastly, DJ Bailey, number 5 on the calendar. This is a new case with 5 counts of aggravated assault as Class 6 felonies, 2 counts of criminal damage as Class 6 felonies, and 5 counts of disorderly conduct as Class 1 misdemeanors. I do find probable cause as to all counts. I am appointing an attorney to represent Mr. Bailey. His next court date is the status conference, July 29th, the preliminary hearing, July 31st. Both at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. I am inclined to give him a bond in the amount, a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. After I visit with all 4 of these folks, if I change my orders in any way, I will do so in writing, and I will not be coming back and updating the electronic recording system. This concludes the calendar this concludes the 11 o'clock calendar on all matters.